Good morning students. Welcome to the lesson number 13 of mathematics. In this lesson we are going to revise chapter number 5, quadratic equations. Learning objectives. At the end of this lesson you should be able to solve quadratic equations by factorization. Solve mathematical and real life problems involving quadratic equations. Worked example 1. Solve each of the following equations. In all the parts, no need of factorization because all the equations are already factorized. In A part, there are two factors x and x minus 1. In B part, there are two factors 2x and x plus 1. Similarly, in C part, there are also two factors x minus 2 and x plus 3. Now we are going to solve part A. The product of x and x minus 1 is equals to 0. Since product is equals to 0, so one of the factor is equals to 0. Either x is equals to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So there are two values of x, 0 or 1. In part B, 2x multiply x plus 1. The product of these two factors is equals to 0. So either 2x is equals to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So value of x is 0 or minus 1. In C part, the product of two factors is equal to 0. So either first factor x minus 2 is equal to 0 or second factor x plus 3 is equal to 0. The values of x are 2 or minus 3. Similarly, in D part, value of x are 1 whole 1 over 2 and minus 1 whole 2 over 3. Worked example 2. Solve each of the following equations. To solve these equations, first we have to factorize these equations. Part A, 2x square plus 6x is equal to 0. To factorize the equation, take 2x as common. Then we have 2x in bracket x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the simple type of factorization in which just we take common. Now we have two factors 2x and x plus 3. Product of these two factors is equals to 0. So 2x is equals to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So values of x 0 or minus 3. Part B, 9x square minus 4 is equal to 0. There are two terms in this equations. Both terms can be a perfect square. Both terms can be written as the power of 2. So 3x whole square and minus 2 square is equals to 0. We factorize this equation using the formula a square minus b square is equals to a plus b and a minus b. So factorization of this equation is 3x plus 2, 3x minus 2. So solution of this equation is minus 2 over 3 or 2 over 3. On this page we are going to solve C part of worked example 2. X square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 0. There are three terms in the equation. The power of x in this equation in decreasing order. In first term power is 2, in second term power is 1, and in third term power is 0, and in third term power is 0. Third term is the constant term. There is no variable. We factorize this equation by middle term break method, in which we split the middle term into two terms. How splits the middle term? Let's see. The product of first and third term is minus 28x square. All the factors of 28 are 1 multiply 28, 2 multiply 14, 4 multiply 7. We have to choose that pair of factors whose sum is equals to the middle term, that is minus x, and whose products should be equals to minus 28x square. When we add minus 7x and plus 4x, we get minus 3x. When we multiply these two numbers, we will get minus 28x square. Substitute minus 7x plus 4x with minus 3x, which is the middle term of the equation. Then we have x square minus 7x plus 4x minus 28 is equal to 0. Now there are 4 terms in the equation. In the factorization of 4 terms, we make 2 groups. We take common in each group. In first group, x is common, and in second group, 4 is common. So when we take x as common in first 2 terms, then we have x in bracket x minus 7 plus 4 in bracket x minus 7 is equal to 0. By taking common, now 4 terms converted into 2 terms. First term is x minus 7, and second term is 4 in bracket x minus 7. So in both terms, bracket is common. X minus 7 is common. So take x minus 7 as common. Then we have x plus 4 and x minus 7 is equal to 0. Since product of these two factors equals to 0, so x plus 4 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. So value of x. Application of quadratic equations in real world context. Worked example 4. Two consecutive positive odd numbers are such that the sum of their squares is 130. Find the two numbers. We have to find two numbers. We have to find two consecutive odd numbers. So first we suppose that two numbers. Let the smaller number is x and the next consecutive odd number is x plus 2. Since difference between two consecutive odd number is 2, so first number is x and second number is x plus 2. The sum of their square is equals to 130. So take square of both numbers. The square of first number is x square and the square of second number is x plus 2 whole square, and their sum is equals to 130. Expand the bracket x plus 2 whole square. Then we have x square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 130. Take 0 on one side of the equation. When we solve the equations by factorization, there should be 0 on one side of the equation. Then we have 2x square plus 4x minus 126 is equal to 0. Check common in all the terms before factorization. 2 is common in all the terms. So take 2 as common. Then we have 2 in bracket x square plus 2x minus 63 is equal to 0. On other side of the equation, 2 divide the 0 and will be equals to 0. Then we have x square plus 2x minus 63 is equal to 0. Factorize this equation by middle term break method. The product of first and third term is minus 63x square. There are two factors of 63x square whose sum is equals to plus 2x and whose product is equal to minus 63x square. That two terms are plus 9x and minus 7x. So substitute these terms with the middle term plus 2x. Then we have x square plus 9x minus 7x minus 63 is equal to 0. In first group there is x is common, and in second group minus 7 is common. So x in bracket x plus 9 minus 7 in bracket x plus 9 is equal to 0. In both terms x plus 9 is common, so take the bracket x plus 9 as common. Then we have two factors. One factor is x minus 7 and other is x plus 9 is equal to 0. Either x minus 7 is equal to 0 or x plus 9 is equal to 0. So value of x is 7 or minus 9. When x is 7, then In this case, in this question, we have to find the positive odd numbers. So we will take the positive value of x. We reject the minus 9. So when x is equal to 7, then second number, which is x plus 2 will be equals to 9. So two consecutive positive odd numbers are 7 and 9. Worked example 5. The perimeter of a rectangular garden is 50 meter and its area is 150 meter square. Calculate the length and breadth of the garden. Area and perimeter of the rectangular garden is given in this question, and we have to find the length and breadth of the garden, of the rectangle. Suppose the length of the rectangle is x. The formula of perimeter is 2 into L plus B. 2 times of length plus breadth is equal to perimeter. Substitute the value of length x. So we have 2 in bracket x plus b is equals to 50. On other side, to divide the 50, that is equals to 25. Then we have x plus b is equal to 25. On other side of the equation, x is subtracted from 25, so breadth is equal to 25 minus x. In this rectangle, length is x and breadth is 25 minus x. On next page, we will substitute the value of length and breadth in the formula of area of the rectangle. Length multiplied breadth is equal to area of rectangle. The value of length is x and the value of breadth is 25 minus x, and area is 150 meters square. To solve the equation by factorization, there should be 0 on one side of the equation. So to take 0 on one side of the equation, first expand the bracket, then take 0 on one side of the equation. By expansion, we have 25x minus x square is equals to 150. Take 150 on other side of the equation and arrange the quadratic equation in standard form. The power of x should be in decreasing order. In first term, power should be 2. In second term, power should be 1. And third term is the constant term. Factorize the equation by middle term break method. By factorization, we have the value of x 10 or 15. When x is equals to 10, then breadth is equals to 15. When x is equals to 15, then breadth is 10. Since length of the rectangle usually refer to the longer side, so length of the garden is 15 and breadth of the garden is 10. Homework: practice now 1, page number 139. Practice now 2, page number 140, question number 1. Exercise 5A, page number 142, question number 7. Exercise 5B, page number 145, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 and question number 8. Thank you.